Hello guys, welcome back in today's crypto technical analysis. Today we do a multiple time frame analysis for BTC, Ethereum, as well as we're going to look at some of the altcoins which I shared recently. However, before we start, if you guys are learning and enjoying from the content, don't forget to like the video, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe and activate the bell so you do not miss the accurate market updates. We're not going to talk about the weekly time frame. The weekly time frame levels are still the same as the last video you can refer to. Moving on to a daily time frame. Based on a daily time frame, as you remember, $19,200 and $19,500 were extremely important. Once we broke this level in here, higher time frame, the Fib level, and as expected, we reached to the target level, the first target level on the higher time frame, $24,000, and we saw decent dump in the market. However, since the $19,200 and $500, we saw a decent pump in the market that was 30% plus pump in the market, and still we're under bulls control on the daily time frame, and there is nothing to worry about. As long as we're going to be above $20,700 and $20,200, the daily time frame will be still safe and under the bulls control. However, it is early to talk about it because daily time frame, as I said, heavily under the bulls control, and we saw as soon as we broke $19,200, $500, massive over 30% pump in the market. 4-hour time frame. Based on a 4-hour time frame, I gave you guys via Twitter this pitchfork that A point starts from here. You connect to B point, and that's your C point. And as you can see perfectly, we got rejection once we reached to 0.618 level, and we came to the pullback zone, which I also mentioned via Twitter as well. As soon as we reached to this level, and we're literally 3 times of rejection, which I covered today from the blue line. Based on a 4-hour time frame, this is the support level. We started from scalping, as well as $17,200 for the green light for the swing trade. As soon as we broke $19,200, that was a daily time frame connected all the way up to $24,000. So you had scalping, we started, it connected to swing setup, as well as the higher time frame daily breakout. So we saw massive 45% all the way up to $24,000. And at the same time, as you remember, that was an exit from the swing setup, not the daily time frame, and we saw another massive dump from the $24,000. However, we had slightly lower levels in this scenario, but we didn't reach to our second target, and the market started pumping all the way up to $25,200, $300. On the 15th, as soon as we broke this level, which is at $22,800 and $700, we had again a trend change based on a 4-hour time frame. And as soon as we reached to this level, which I mentioned on the 17th, as you can see on the video, I was talking about this pullback, and as you can see, we came to the target level that was $23,400 and $500. That was this level, and that allowed us to enter into swing setup, and we're following the same setup on the 4-hour time frame. As long as we're going to be above this level, as I keep mentioning, I made an update as well, we are safe, and the target levels are still the same, 26,000 all the way up to maximum $27,800. So these are the levels you have to keep an eye on based on a swing setup as well. We had breakout, we missed it. However, from the pullback, we entered and we saw decent pump, which is a 7-8% pump in the market. And if you're doing a leverage, you do the math with a 5 and 10 times. Moving on to Ethereum analysis. ETH, as long as we're going to stay above, as I said, on the daily time frame, because higher time frame, lower time frame, as well as the mid time frames are heavily under the bulls control. As soon as we broke 1600 and 1610, we had a trend change, as I mentioned via Twitter, as well as the YouTube video, that we took this trade, and we got rejection from here. We took this trade as well. That was a target level based on a Fibonacci, as well as this was on the daily time frame. And as soon as I said, took this signal around here, once we had a trend change, and target level is going to be 1770 all the way up to $1,912. These are extremely important higher time frame Fibonacci levels. As long as we're going to be above this level, claim it as a support, and as I said, the target levels are to the upside. However, if we're going to stay below, we might expect this type of price action and sweep these lows, claim the daily, and then target number 1, and then all the way up to this target number 2. So these are the important levels. As long as we're going to stay above, based on a 4-hour time frame, 1600 levels are going to be extremely important. So since the trade, as soon as we entered on the 10th of January, as I said, we took this trade and we had all the way up to this levels, and we cleared all the levels, and then the last target level was based on a swing setup, and we had a double top based on a Renko chart, which I mentioned via Twitter again. We had massive 26% pump in the market. At the same time, we took this low from 1680 and we saw again 8.5% pump in the market. However, as soon as we broke 1610, we saw another massive 8% with a current price action over 4% pump in the market. And there is no change at this stage. Without breaking, as I said, 1600 and 1610, we're still safe and under the bull's control. Before we do a further analysis, if you want to learn all this technical analysis, what I'm showing, and if you want to become an independent professional trader or you're interested in the institutional trading system, you can message me via Telegram at Magnate8, and one-on-one intense masterclass is available, where you're going to learn how to become profitable and professional trader in the market. And it only takes you 10 hours to master this all. And during the course, you will learn day trading, scalping, swing, and as well as the long-term as an investor trading systems. The next chart, we've got a vet that I was talking about, pullback and ready to fly. And that was given on the 17th via Twitter. For instant and market updates, you can follow me via Twitter at @the_magnate. So as you can see perfectly, we came to this pullback level and we saw massive 20% pump in the market. And if you're doing a leverage, you do the maths for yourself with a 10 and 5 times. And we're at the moment at a support. And as long as the BTC holds the support which I mentioned, we're going to cover in a minute, and we've got levels to go up. However, you have to be cautious because total 3 as well, you have to take into account that I'm going to update very soon. The next one is going to be SHIB. In the last video that I mentioned that as long as we're going to be above this level, holding this support, and you have to put a bit lower stop loss as well, and we're holding this support, and we saw another decent pump in the market, 7.8%. However, market condition for SHIB is not really good. Claim this resistance as a support, and we'll have a chance to go to target levels. The next one is going to be the audio that I mentioned. Rejection from here. We came back to the support and we saw decent pump in the market. We cleared target number 1 as well as the target number 2, and we saw 22% plus pump in the market. So that's another profitable trade. However, we came back to the support already. You might be stopped out within this trade. But overall, it's a profitable, and along the way, once you reach the target levels, when the BTC is actually at the resistance, don't forget to take your profits. Moving on to BTC analysis. As I said on the 20th of February, that lower time frame support failed and I got stopped out. Back to mid time frame support and then 618. Both of them seems decent on this support level. So as you can see, and then I was talking about 24,826 is the important level. So I was talking about 24,826. This is the resistance level that you have to keep an eye on. So from that level, as you can see perfectly, that was a scalping, and we saw 5% pump in the market. Without claiming this resistance as a support, it's going to be early for us to talk about the continuation to the target level, $26,000. However, as I said, this is the support and that's the resistance level. However, we have to keep an eye on to this level, and 1 hour time frame as well as the 2 hour and 4 hour time frames are heavily under the bull's control. Losing this level might take all the way to this level and we might sweep this low, and then we can see a further continuation to the upside. However, it's a bit tricky. Lower time frames, as I said, under the bull's control, this type of price action, and all the way up to this target level of 26,000, followed by 26,500 plus. The levels are clear, play level to level, and we came to an end of this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, then don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.